Recording has started.
Okay, let's take a look and see how you're doing on these so far. So these are conversion of rate, so we have dual units. So our first one here is 3,600 gallons per hour, so that's going to be 3,600 gallons over 1 hour. And we have to convert both of those units. So I have to turn gallons into cubic feet per minute. So gallons on bottom, cubic feet on top. 1 cubic foot is about 7.5 gallons. So now we're in cubic feet per hour. We have to change the hours into minutes. Hours are on bottom, so we're going to put it on top. 1 hour is 60 minutes. The hours cancel out. On top, we have 3,600 times 1 cubic foot. 3,600 cubic feet. On bottom, 7.5 times 60 minutes is 450 minutes. Here it divides out to be 8 cubic feet per minute. Okay, number 2. These are both of the units in this rate are metric. So that means we're just going to be moving decimal points and dividing out. So 35.8 kilograms per 1 meter squared. We are changing to grams per centimeter squared. So look at the kilograms, going from kilograms to grams. Is 3 spots to the right on our chart. So I'm going to move my decimal point 3 spots to the right, adding zeros as needed. That's 35,800 grams. From meters to centimeters is 2 spots to the right on the chart, but this is meters squared to centimeters squared. So that means every spot on the chart is 2 decimal places. So the 2 spots becomes 4 decimal places. My decimal point is not written, so it's at the end of the number. We move those 4 places, filling in the zeros. That is 10,000 centimeters cubed. So then we just divide it out. 35,800 divided by 10,000 is 3.58 grams per centimeter squared. Number 3. We've got 0.42 ounces per cubic inch. So it's ounces, 0.42 ounces over 1 cubic inch. Let's convert the ounces first, going from ounces to pounds. 1 pound is 16 ounces. Next, we've got to go from cubic inches to cubic feet. Since cubic inches are on bottom, we'll put them on top to cancel them out. 1 cubic foot is 1,728 cubic inches. Now on top, we have 0.42 times 1,728, giving us 725.76. And that is pounds. On bottom, 1 times 16 times cubic foot is 16 cubic feet. So we just have to divide that out, dividing by 16. 45.36 pounds per cubic foot. Number 4 is partially metric, partially standard, because it has the time in it. We've got 480 milliliters per second. So it's 480 milliliters per 1 second. So we're going to get rid of seconds and go to minutes. 1 minute is 60 seconds. Notice we have to do the cross-canceling just like we had to with the standard measurement here. So it's 480 times 60. 28,800 milliliters per 1 minute. Now we need to change the milliliters to liters. The 1 minute's going to stay. From milliliters to liters is 3 spots to the left on our chart. So we move our decimal point 3 spots to the left. That's 28.8 liters per minute. Any questions there? Okay, well, the Quiz 8B is posted out there. Quiz 8B has 10 of these rates to convert. So it is due at noon tomorrow. We'll do it noon, October 15th for you. So today I want to continue with our review here of areas and measurements and stuff, just because there's so much here. And I want to make sure that we've covered everything thoroughly. So today we're going to start off with operations with measurement. Things like 8 feet 11 inches plus 4 feet 9 inches. I'm going to have you do these in your notes, so go ahead and get started. I'm going to list a few of them across the page here. We'll have you do those three, and we'll go over them here in just a minute. So for number one, we start on the right and work our way back to the left like any addition. So 11 inches plus 9 inches is 20 inches, which of course is 1 foot with 8 inches left over. So we're going to keep the 8 inches, carry the 1 foot. 1 and 8 is 9, plus 4 is 13 feet. So it's 13 feet, 8 inches. Number two, we got pounds and ounces. Start with the ounces again. 9 ounces plus 13 ounces is 22 ounces, which is more than a pound. There's 16 ounces in a pound, so that's 1 pound and 6 ounces. We'll keep the 6 ounces and carry the 1 pound. 1 and 6 is 7, plus 4 is 11 pounds. So 11 pounds, 6 ounces. Number three, 9 and 8 is 17 inches, which is 1 foot, 5 inches. So we're going to keep the 5 inches, carry the 1 foot. 1 and 2 is 3, plus 2 is 5 feet, which is 1 yard with 2 feet left over. So we'll keep the 2 feet, carry the 1 yard. 1 and 4 is 5, plus 3 is 8 yards. 8 yards, 2 feet 5 inches. Any questions on those? Perfect. Well, again, I'm going to have you do these in your notes. So for the first one here, start at the right, work our way back to the left. 2 minus 11 can't be done, so we're going to borrow from the 9. That becomes 8 feet. And that's 12 inches added to the 2, so that's 14 inches. 14 minus 11 is 3 inches. 8 minus 3 is 5 feet. The next one here, 3 minus 15 can't be done, so we're going to borrow from the 6 pounds. That's now 5 pounds. That pound contains 16 ounces, so 3 plus 16 is now 19 ounces. 19 minus 15 is 4 ounces. 5 pounds minus 4 pounds is 1 pound. So that's 1 pound, 4 ounces. Number 6 here, there are no feet, so I'm going to fill in a 0 feet there. 8 minus 9 can't be done, so I need to borrow. But there's no feet here to borrow from, so I go all the way to the yards. That is now 3 yards. Well, that 3 yards contains 3 feet, so this is now 3 feet. I'm going to borrow from that, give me 2 feet, and this now adds 12 inches, so it's 20 inches. 20 minus 9 is 11 inches. 2 minus 2 is 0 feet, and 3 yards minus 2 yards is 1 yard. So I get 1 yard and 11 inches there. Any questions on those? Let's do some multiplication. We'll go over these in a minute. Take a look and see how these are going. So number 7, 5 times 9 1/4, that is 46 1/4 inches. Well, that's going to be 3 feet. 3 feet would be 36 inches. So that means there's 10 1/4 inches left over. Carry the 3 feet. 5 times 7 is 35, plus 3 is 38 feet. That's 38 feet, 10 1/4 inches. For number 8, 4 times 11 ounces is 44 ounces. That's more than a pound. In fact, it's more than 2 pounds. 2 pounds would be 32 ounces. So that means there's 12 ounces left over. We'll carry the 2 pounds. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 2 is 14 pounds. So 14 pounds, 12 ounces. Number 9, 7 times 3 quarts is 21 quarts. Well, that is 5 gallons. 5 gallons, 5 times 4 would be 20 quarts, so that means there's 1 quart left over. Carry the 5 gallons. 7 times 3 is 21, plus 5 is 26 gallons. So that's 26 gallons and 1 quart. Any questions there? Division then. We have something like 28 feet, 4 inches divided by 5. We might have 11 pounds. Six ounces divided by 7, or okay, we'll give you a minute to work on those, and then we'll go over them. Now, for the sake of time, let's see how these are going here. So division is the one operation that we start on the left and we work our way to the right. And if you recall, the reason for that is because we want to subtract those larger bunches first. So for number 10 here, we start out with 5 into 28 feet. That's going to go 5 times. We're going to call that 5 feet. 5 feet times 5 is 25 feet. We subtract there, we have 3 feet left over. Before I bring down the 4 inches, I have to turn that 3 feet. What happened there? Something went terribly wrong. 3 feet. I have to turn that 3 feet into 36 inches. Now I bring down my 4 inches and 36 inches. I have 40 inches. 40 divided by 5 is 8 inches. So it's 5 feet, 8 inches. Number 11. 7 goes into 11 pounds once. We're going to call that 1 pound. 1 pound times 7 is 7 pounds. We subtract, we have 4 pounds left over. Again, we convert that into ounces. That's 64 ounces. We bring down the 6 ounces with the 64. That's 70 ounces. 70 divided by 7 is 10 ounces. 1 pound, 10 ounces. Number 12. 4 goes into 18 rods 4 times. That's 4 rods. 4 times 4 is 16 rods. Subtract, we have 2 rods left over. Before we can bring down the 4 yards, we have to turn those 2 rods into 4 yards. 5.5 rods per yard, so times 2, that's 11 yards. We bring down the 4, now 15 yards. 4 goes into 15, 3 3/4. That's 4 rods, 3 3/4 yards. I might ask you to find missing dimensions like this. Dimensions A and B. Call this 16 foot 8 inches here. 9 foot 6 inches. 10 foot 6. Obviously not done to scale. So find dimensions A and B for me. Okay, so for B, all we need to do is add up the 9, 6, 18, 4, and 16, 8. We can do it without the words. We can just do the symbols. We can do them all at once. Addition is the one operation that we can do more than two numbers at once. So 6 and 4 is 10, plus 8 is 18 inches. That's 1 foot, 6 inches. So keep the 6 inches, carry the foot. 1 and 9 is 10, plus 18 is 28, plus 16 is 44 feet, 6 inches. So next we have A here. That was B. Dimension A is a little trickier. What we really need to know is the distance from here to here. Well, that distance will be the 34/8 minus the 10-foot 6. That's actually a pretty simple subtraction. 8 minus 6 is 2 inches. 34 minus 10 is 24 feet. So this is 24 feet, 2 inches. A then is just the difference between the 28/8 and the 24/2. So we subtract. 8 minus 2 is 6 inches. 28 minus 24 is 4 feet. So dimension A is 4 feet, 6 inches. Pretend that looks like a half circle. If our diameter across here is 6 feet, 8 inches, find the perimeter. To the nearest 16th of an inch. So I'll give you a minute on that one, then we'll go over it. So if we were looking at this, if we wanted to find the perimeter of this, we first want to find the perimeter, the arc of this circle, which is half of the circumference of a full circle. To do that, I'm going to change my 6'8" all into 80 inches. So the circumference of that full circle would be pi times 80. That's a half circle. I divide it by 2. Somebody's got their microphone on, so we're getting an echo. That's going to be 125.6 inches. That is the half circle here. To that, I'm going to add my 80 inches across here because that is part of the perimeter. The 205.6 inches. Now it says it wants it to the nearest 16th of an inch. I'm going to go feet, inches, and sixteenths. So I'm going to put my 205.6 in my calculator. Turn it into feet. I'm going to divide by 12. So that's 7. Now all I want off of there is the 17. That's 17 feet. Now to keep it in the calculator, I'm going to subtract the 17. And then I'm going to multiply by 12 to turn that decimal portion back into inches. That's 1.6 inches. Well, I just want the 1 full inch. So on the calculator, I'll subtract off the 1 full inch. I'm going to 16th, so I'm going to take the 0.6 times 16. You get 9.6, which is going to round to the nearest whole number of 10. That's 10/16, 5/8 of an inch. So 17 feet, 1 5/8 inches. Let's look at the area of a washer here. If our large diameter is 18 millimeters and our small diameter here is, let's go with 6 millimeters. Find the area of this washer. I'll give you a minute or two and then we'll go over that.
They're both great pieces. Right? Always.
Okay, so we're going to start off here with the area of the big circle. That's going to be pi times 18 squared. Or 1,017.36 millimeters squared. Then we're going to find the area of the small circle. That'll be pi times 6 squared. 113.04 millimeters squared. And we subtract, get a difference of 904.32 millimeters squared is our area. Okay, we only have a little over a minute left here, so we don't have time for any more examples. Once again, there is no homework, but you do have that quiz due tomorrow. Make sure you're working on that quiz. There's a little bit more I want to do. So tomorrow we're still going to review, and then on Friday, what we will do is we will do the test in the first hour. So Friday we'll start lecture at 8:30.